Dan, one of the issues that the consumer insights industry is grappling with is whether they can get to the truth via surveys. So we have one simple question for you. Do consumers lie on surveys?
It's a great question, Trevor. I strongly believe in human beings, and I think they all have good intentions. They want to tell you uh, what they actually feel when they go through a survey. They want to give you the right answers, but very often the way the instruments are designed, or the way the questions are asked, or the kind of topics that we subject respondents to, it becomes very difficult for them to give you an answer. But at the same time, in a typical survey, we challenge their intellect by asking them a question, and they feel obliged to give you an answer. And even if they don't know an answer to that question, since they feel obliged, they give you an answer. And more importantly, we actually make it very easy for them by giving them 5 point scales or a set of association questions and so on, which makes it easy for them to say, yeah, you know what, it's three, it's four, I associated with this brand and that brand. And it's a legitimate answer that they're given you in response to a question that they have asked. And therefore, the big question is that a reflection of the truth? And increasingly, where consumers' lifestyles are becoming incredibly busy, they want to get out of the survey as quickly as possible if they actually did manage to get into that survey. And therefore, if you make it easy, they give you an answer. And sometimes you're always left wondering whether in that particular survey, they've given you the real truth. And that is going to be an increasing challenge in the industry going forward.
So if customers lie on surveys, partly because of the structure, what is the solution?
Actually, the solution lies in multiple dimensions. Yeah, number one is make sure that if at all you want to do survey, you ask questions which are relatively simple and not marketing speak. Uh, Questions that people can understand, people can respond. That's number one. Number two is if you really want to get to the truth, you need to have the mindset of understanding human condition, and you need to have a mindset of having empathy. And that's the only way you will get to know what is keeping people awake at night. And lastly, but most importantly, in today's world, I genuinely believe that people do not have time to talk to us, but they do have time to talk about us. Because, an average human being spends at least 7.5 to 8 hours every day in front of a screen. And that's a lot. To that you add, you know, 7 to 8 hours of sleeping and the normal chores that you do during the day, that leaves you with very little time. Is that the time they want to spend taking surveys? They probably like to take it, but they don't have the time to do it. But when they're spending time in front of the screen, ask yourself a question. How many times have you posted reviews on Amazon? How many times have you searched on Google to get answers to questions that you have? How many times you have watched a TikTok video of your favorite influencer? The reality is you've spent a lot of time. These are digital footprints that you leave, and analyzing that behavior and analyzing what people say when they're interacting with the screen is where the real insights lie. And here, that's where you can actually get to the bottom of what keeps consumers awake at night.